told you that I want to run away.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nia. If you're new, welcome, nice to meet you. Make sure to subscribe and join the family. Today it is Wednesday and it is quite late in the evening. It must be around 6 o'clock now. It's 6:30 just gone after 6:30, and this is now the time when I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to start doing some of my lessons. I do have quite a bit to do this week, but I'm very confident that it's all gonna get done before the end of Sunday. And this morning I spent my time just going through all of the lessons for this week, and I also edited the last week's vlog. I split it into 2 parts just because it was taking so long and I wanted to get something out today, so I uploaded part 1. Part 2 I'll probably upload it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do another completely different video, but I feel like all of the videos, the next 3 videos, are all just going to be art related for the Milan Art Institute course. So those are the videos that are going to go up this week. And then what else did I do? After I edited and uploaded that, then I just spent some time working on my shop and on Facebook, because I have an Instagram shop and I wanted to list some new products on there. It hasn't been working, so I'm trying to figure that out. I also tidied up my room, reorganized things, sorted things out, swept everywhere, and just planned what I want to do for this week. So today I'm just going to spend the rest of the day doing some drawing. If there's still time and I'm still energized, then I will do some paintings as well for last week. At least one layer, the second lesson for the oil painting for last week, and then tomorrow is just going to be a full painting day. I haven't got the free oil paints that I'm going to need to do the white on white painting that I have to do this week. This week is all about foreshortening and doing the hardest bits, all things that don't seem quite possible, like limited palettes and learning how to mix colors and stuff. So that's the main focus for this week, which it looks really interesting actually. If you had shown me this first before I had done anything on the course, I would not have wanted to do it, and I would have thought this is going to be difficult, I'm not going to be able to do it. But because where I am now and all of the things that I have done, I think, wow, okay, let's do this. So I'm going to do all the drawing today. Tomorrow's all the paintings. I'll do my final painting for this week probably next week, because I don't have the oil paints for this. It's white on white, so I need radiant white, cool white, and warm white, and the only tubes that I can get are the large ones from Amazon, and they don't come on Amazon Prime, so I'm gonna have to wait for that, and that's possibly most likely gonna be sometime next week. So I'll do that next week. It will be absolutely fine because it gives me time to catch up on the other paintings that I need to do from last week and the week before. Just 2 paintings, so I'm not that behind really. Hello. And then what else? And then I want to do art club, so I'll do that this week as well. So great, marvelous. Right, I'm gonna go downstairs now, do some drawing. I'm gonna do the first lesson, and then I need to print the source for the second lesson. But the first lesson I'm just using my own hand and doing some foreshortening, so that will be really easy. And I didn't think I'd have to draw my hand again, but it seems like I do, but I don't mind. I feel like it's gonna be all right. And at first when I was watching the video, I thought I can't do what she's saying because she measures with a pencil, and I thought I can't measure without the measuring tool. And then I realized, actually, wait, yes I can, because when I was doing my live painting last week, I was measuring with my paintbrush. I didn't use a measuring tool, and it looks kind of all right. So I can do it, and that just makes me even happier that you put a little bit more effort into it, you put a little bit more time into it, and then you can do it. So, and what else have I learned? That one other thing that I've learned before we go ahead and do this is that I realized I'm not a lazy person, and when I put my mind to do something I can do it, but I get distracted a lot. And God was showing me that yes, you can do things, and you're not a lazy person, but you just get distracted so easily. And when you get distracted, you go on in like on and get really absorbed into it. And I need to stop doing that, because I can achieve like so much stuff and fit like loads of different things into my day. There's a lot of things that I want to do every single day, but I choose like certain days when I'm gonna do it, even though some of those things I actually do need to do every single day to stay on top of things. But I get so distracted that I don't do it until like another day. I'll say, oh, I need to do this, that and that, but I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it this day, that day. And it's not even procrastination, because I know I want to do it and I know I can do it. It's just I find something else to do that's not important at all. So I need to stop doing that, but we'll see how that goes. It might be something I have to pray about, for God to help me to stop getting distracted, procrastination and all of that stuff. So okay, let's go downstairs now and do some drawing and then eat something. So the first one was very successful. It looks so good. And then the second one was not great. So I might do it again at some point, but my arm is aching right now, so I'm not going to do it right now. I get the main concept. It's just I kept moving my hand down because it was aching so much, so the position kept changing, and that's why there's some issues there. It looks weird, but this first one, oh so good. So I printed off, well, as I was transferring the files from my camera to my iPad, I was reading this book, and I'm almost finished it now, so I'm gonna finish it tonight and write in my journal what I thought about it. And I was selecting a new TBR list for books that I want to read now, and maybe something that I can bring with me when I'm at work as well on my break, because I usually read this book when I'm at work, but I thought let me just read it now because I really want to get into it, and I don't really want to read like a fiction book or anything like that. So I thought let me carry on reading that. And then as I was reading that, I was also printing off all of my source images. So I've got a nice huge amount of images for like every single lesson. So now every lesson has their images all printed out, so I have no excuses that I have to wait for this to print or that. I can just literally just go downstairs and get these all completed. And it took me a little while to find which ones I really wanted to do. Like, I'll choose one that I feel like I should do, but then the one that just really drew me to it, that's one that I ended up deciding to print out, because there's no point in doing something what you think other people would like you to do. And that's one of the traps that artists do fall into, is that they think, should I make art or music that my viewers, buyers, listeners would want to have, or do I make what I enjoy and let that come out? Because sometimes you fall into that trap of just creating things just because it sells and you don't enjoy it, and then there's no passion for it, and then you start to lose your love for that thing. I don't want to fall into that trap, so I'm nipping that in the bud right now. So sometimes if you're looking for like a source image or something like that, in this context, looking for source images, sometimes I will see something immediately and think, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then other times it takes me a little bit longer. I have to really look through them to really come to that decision to go back to what I had originally wanted to do, because I don't want to just rush into a decision and then not be happy about it, especially if I know what I want to do, but then I think I need to do something else instead. Then that's when I really take my time with my decision, so that I can reason with myself why I should do what draws me in the most. So got these now. What I brought, I have my sketchbook up here as well, and my pencils and stuff, because I'm going to do some practice ones in my sketchbook first before I do my big drawing tomorrow. So I have my tripod up here as well, so I can do some sketches before I go to bed, and that will really prepare me for tomorrow to do my bigger piece. And then but first I'm gonna get myself ready for bed, do a bit of reading, and then we'll finish my book, and then we'll do those drawings, and then maybe I'll read a little bit more before going to sleep. But it depends, because it is 10:20 now and it's literally my bedtime, so I don't want to stay up too late.
It's a pleasure to see so many pleasant faces. Beautiful, beautiful.
Drawings that I did, but I've kept the source on my phone because I actually want to do like some different drawings of them, or paintings, and like just make them really abstract and interesting. But we've pretty much got the basic ideas. I think this one's like the best. That one's good as well. I'm not sure about, well, it's just the face that is a little bit off, but I get the main kind of concept. So now let's go downstairs and do the big piece. is the finished piece. I don't think it looks too terrible, actually. I feel like I've got the main gist of this foreshortening. It doesn't quite look like him, but it kind of does at the same time. It's a lot better than I thought it could be. I didn't use the blending stump, that's why it looks really sketchy. But I kind of like this look, but I do definitely enjoy doing this realism, which I'm very surprised at. But I didn't think that this lesson we were supposed to take so much time on it. It's just more, at least I know how to do this now. So maybe one day I will do this, but make it look more realistic, or I'll just do a different drawing. But I feel like now that I've experimented with this and done this lesson, I really know and understand that I enjoy doing realism when it comes to drawing. That is my favorite thing to do. So yeah, I guess we made a new discovery here, and I like to make everything look really nice and smooth, but I do kind of like how sketchy this looks, and I did a bit of abstract stuff in the background just to have a bit more expression in there, because I left some marks, because as you can see it's got all on my hand, and I just left some marks here, and I thought they looked really beautiful, those little smudges in my fingerprints and stuff. So I just added a bit of swirls just to, I don't know, I like it. So let's move on to the second and last drawing lesson of this week. So with this lesson, I have a little theme going on, and I can experiment with these things. So I have the main model, the foreshortening model, and I can put that wherever I want. And then I have these patterns here that I can experiment with and try to include within this piece. I chose this particular source because when I looked at it, I all of a sudden saw some ideas, but now that I'm looking at it, I cannot for the life of me remember anything. So I guess this is just gonna be like a fun experimentation. Maybe I'll have her in the middle of the bridge, or have bits of the bridge here and then have a bit of these going around. I'm not sure, but we'll figure out something. Good morning, beautiful people. It is Friday today, which means it is painting day, and I'm gonna start off with my fox painting from last week because that's the one that I haven't progressed much with. I haven't literally done anything to it since. There's 2 more sessions I need to do on it, so if I can do them both today then I will. I don't know, I think I might have to let it dry first before I go over it again, seeing as we're mixing all of the colors on the painting, so I don't want it to get muddy. So I guess I'll have to finish it tomorrow or on Sunday. So luckily the other paintings for this week are all alla prima, so that means they can all be done in one sitting. I already ordered my white paint, which will be coming next week, so I can't do my white on white, which means I can only do my black on black painting today and my limited palette. And I chose 2 sources for that one, I think, so I might do it twice because I've got some really beautiful sources there. So yeah, I might do 2 of those depending, and then I will finish this guy, this teacups, because I just can't stand it to be there incomplete, taking up room on my easel. Hello beautiful people, so it is Tuesday today and I'm gonna end the vlog here. I didn't do as many paintings as I would have liked to have done, but I did do enough to where I'm happy with it. This week I will just be finishing off my painting from week 9, I believe it was, week 8 or 9, and just doing that final opaque layer. I will be finishing off the final opaque layer for my fox, which won't take long at all. And then there's the limited palette painting that I have to do from last week, and the white and white, I'm still waiting for my paints. It's been 2 days since it was expected to be to arrive, but it doesn't matter really because tomorrow's my last day at work for the week, so I'll dedicate all of my time tomorrow to getting all of those completed so that I can just start fresh with a new week on Thursday. A few updates before I go is that it doesn't look at the moment that I will be able to continue on having a mentor for now, which kind of sucks because then I'm kind of closing myself off to being able to get critiques for my work. But at the same time, I'm all right with it because everything happens in its time, and hopefully soon I'll be able to get back onto it. And it looks like everything else from that point onwards is going to be slowing down a bit, so hopefully a miracle happens. I'm praying that a miracle happens where I'll be able to continue on with the course in the time that is set, but if not, then we're just gonna have to take a break from these weekly vlogs. I'll still be doing art, I'll still be doing painting and utilizing everything that I've learned in the first section, and I will be doing my own paintings and experiments and practicing all of the techniques that they're really in until I can afford to buy the art supplies and move on to the mixed media section, which is kind of annoying because it's the only section that I was really wanting to get onto, and we're almost there, and then this other hurdle has just come. But I'm hopeful and just trusting God that everything is going to happen when it's supposed to happen. I trust him anyway, so I know everything's going to be all right. It's just keeping my head and not stopping doing anything that I should be doing, just continue to work, continue to progress until things start falling into place the way it should. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. We'll see what happens, but for now I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are. If you are struggling with anything, whether it's art, whether it's something in your life, you know, it will pass. These moments, they don't last forever, so just know that something great is on the horizon. Just keep your hope, keep the faith, and we can work through this together. But sending you well wishes, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
You